What is a genetic predisposition? Have you ever wondered why some people seem more likely to develop addictions than others? The answer often lies in their genetic makeup. A genetic predisposition refers to an increased chance of developing a specific condition based on inherited genes. It indicates that certain genes can make someone more vulnerable to disorders, but it does not guarantee that the disorder will occur. When we talk about substance abuse and addictions, genetic predisposition plays a significant role. Research indicates that between 40% and 60% of the risk for developing addiction is linked to genetics. This means that individuals may inherit genes that influence how their brains react to substances like alcohol, nicotine, or opioids. These genetic factors can heighten their risk of developing substance use disorders. One of the key players in this genetic landscape is dopamine receptor genes. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that helps regulate feelings of pleasure and reward in the brain. Variations in the genes that control dopamine signaling can significantly impact addiction risk. For instance, some genetic variations can change how dopamine receptors work or how dopamine is managed in the brain. This alteration can modify the brain's reward system, making it easier for someone to develop a dependence on substances. However, genetic predisposition does not operate in isolation. Environmental factors also play a crucial role. Stress, peer pressure, trauma, and lifestyle choices can all interact with genetic risk. This interaction is explained by a field known as epigenetics. Epigenetics studies how environmental influences can affect gene expression without altering the DNA sequence itself. This helps clarify why two individuals with the same genetic predisposition might have different experiences with addiction based on their surroundings and life events. Understanding genetic predisposition in addiction is not just academic, it has real-world applications. It can help identify individuals who may be at a higher risk for developing substance use disorders. This knowledge allows for targeted prevention strategies, early interventions, and personalized treatment plans. For example, knowing a person's genetic risk related to dopamine receptor function can guide healthcare providers in selecting the most effective medications or therapies for that individual. In essence, a genetic predisposition is an inherited tendency that can increase the likelihood of developing substance use disorders. It affects brain chemistry, particularly in relation to dopamine signaling. Yet, it is essential to remember that environmental factors and personal choices also play a significant role in shaping addiction risk and outcomes. By recognizing genetic predisposition, we can better address addiction as a complex issue that involves both biological and environmental elements.